To a quick tutorial on how to draft a bishop sleeve. So first of all, we're going to be drafting our basic sleeve measurements. I'm just drawing the top part, the starting part of the sleeve. The next step to take is to measure the length of the sleeve. The length of my sleeve is 24 inches and what I have here is exactly 24, so I'm just going to leave it as that. Next, I'm going to be getting the calculation for the cap length. The cap length is the bust measurement divided by 12 plus 0.5 inches. And altogether I had about 4.3 inches, so I just approximated it to 4.5. So place your tape on the upper part, that's the first line we drew, and just mark 4.5 across the sleeve. After marking the line, I'm just going to draw a straight line to connect them together. You can add 1 inch, you can add 1.5 inch sewing allowance, all depends on how much you need. So I'm not going to go ahead and cut it out. I'll cut out the back pattern first so that I don't mistakenly cut the two together and just cut it out. You can also use this for your basic sleeve tutorial. It's as easy as ABC. Go ahead and open it up before cutting the other part so you can differentiate it properly. Now that our sleeve is ready, the next step to take is to cut and spread. So I folded it in. I'm just going to get the midpoint of the sleeve, which is 5 inches. I'll mark 5 inches downwards and mark 5 inches on the upper part as well. After marking, just go ahead and draw a straight line connecting the dots together all the way to the top part of the sleeve. After doing that, we're going to cut it through to the top part. We're going to leave about half an inch left so we can be able to open it up without cutting out the whole sleeve. So just cut it gently to the end. Now that our sleeve is spread open, you can add as much allowance as you want. You can add as much space, and this one will determine the fullness of your bishop sleeve. Bear in mind that you can slash as many times as you want, but for this tutorial and for what I'll be using my sleeve for, I just slashed once. So this is the fabric I'll be using. I've already folded it into two. I'm just going to go ahead and place my sleeve. I'll be adding the space of 5 inches for the wideness of the sleeve on the lower part. So I'm just using my sellotape to hold it down on the other side. So I've already added my allowance of 3 inches upward, so that I'll have this puffy effect by the time I'm done stitching my band or my elastic on the lower part of the sleeve. So I'm just holding it down on all my points to make sure that the fabric and the pattern is in place. After doing that, I'm going to cross check my space and make sure it's up to 5 inches, and then just place my sellotape on that point. You can hold it down with your pin or your needle, whatever it is you have that can put it in place, just do that. So when I'm done measuring all that, the next thing to do is to trace out my sleeve pattern on the fabric. So I'm just using a white chalk here to gradually trace it out on my fabric. Apart from the 3 inches I added on the lower part, make sure you add at least 4 inches. I forgot to mention that you are supposed to add extra ½ inch for the stitching allowance, or 1 inch for the folding of your elastic band. I'm just going to go ahead and follow the tracing and cut out the pattern that I traced out from my paper. So after cutting, we're done with our bishop sleeve. You can attach your band or your elastic. Thank you for watching. See you guys in my next video.